Everyone, I am Syed Awais Haider. I am from Capital University of Science and Technology, Islamabad. The topic of my talk is more than a poetic topic, a philosophical topic. It's not a mathematical aspect of quantum theory, but it is a poetic and philosophical topic. Why I choose it? It has a reason, because when I study quantum theory or when I learn this, I have two types of feeling. One, I need a heavy maths to solve the problem of quantum theory, and second thing is this is philosophical picture, and I have feeling of sublime. And what is sublime? I can't explain this word, but you can feel it. How can you feel it? There's a difference between sublime and beautiful. Beautiful. What is beautiful? Beautiful is attractive, it's pretty, you can say that. But what is sublime? Sublime is that if you walk on a mountain in a Mediterranean thoughts, and then you saw a vast picture of a vast series of mountains, and you feel a pain and danger simultaneously. Like if you standing on a high peak, high cliff, and saw down, suddenly you have feelings in your mind, in your body, a current, some milliampere current flowing in your body. This is the feeling of sublime. You want to explain, but you can't. This is the meaning of this word sublime. And I link in this discussion with quantum theory, and the quantum processes, which I study some experiments like double slit experiment, like Wheeler delayed choice experiment. When I study these experiments, I feel sublime feelings, and this motivates me to continue as a career, as my career in quantum physics and quantum mechanics. So I share some thing with you. This is a German philosopher, Immanuel Kant. He is born in 1724. Actually, he gave the theory of sublime. He used first time the word sublime. What is sublime? The beautiful is limited word, but sublime is limitless. It might be please and pain simultaneously. It will give you such a feelings in which you have pain and happiness simultaneously. So this is sublime. This is some stanza of William Wordsworth, and he also in this poem he expressed his feeling of sublime, not of beautiful, in which he says, or was in its own being. Actually, the story of sublime belongs to this person, and he one night he thought he should walk on a countryside, and he walked in a whole night and moved to a climb and moved to a mountains, where he found suddenly a series of mountain, and suddenly he felt something which is not a beautiful but pain and danger. So he expressed this feeling in his poem, which is very beautiful poem, and which express and shows the feeling of sublime here. This is the picture. If you saw this picture, what feeling you have? This is also a sublime painting made by Philip James. When you see this picture, here is some character here, 1, 2, and 3. And when they saw this picture, they feeling pain and danger simultaneously. So this is sublime feelings. What is quantum theory linked with this Kantian sublime philosophy? Here I have quoted some classic quantum mechanics scientists who wrote some quotes. When you read these quotes, you also have sublime feelings. Like I feel Einstein, you already know about the Copenhagen interpretation. The discussion of Bohr and Einstein, the John Bell in 1928, he's born 1928 and death is 1990. He said, I feel that Einstein illustrated superiority over Bohr in this instant. But what is the last thing he said? The reasonable thing just does not work. In quantum mechanics, you are not say that fully with one probability that one is with reason. Like you said, today is Wednesday. You said true, but you said today it is raining outside. It is false. So you can make a maths. If you said today is Wednesday, it's logically 1. It is not raining outside, it's logically 0. So if logic can convert into maths, this is a reasonable thing. But in quantum mechanics, you have third bit also. You wanna say that the atom in ground state, atom in the excited state, and it is in between state, which is called qubit. So a reasonable thing just does not work, which John Bell says. And Neil Bohr, what he said, nothing exists until it is measured. Means, if can I say that there is no sun outside if I did not see? There is a sun. So these are all things belongs to quantum mechanics and also as well as with sublime philosophy. This is like okay. Another the quantum mechanics principle which you all study is dualism. Like you said, a particle behave like a wave and a wave behave like a particle simultaneously. How it is that? Again, it is not a beautiful thing. It is a sublime thing, because simultaneously two things happen simultaneously. So the principle of duality is also a sublime. Is produce sublime feelings in you. So the definition of physics is a study of matter and energy, and we have a Schrödinger equation which possess matter and energy behave like a wave, but we also have some theories which shows that the matter and energy behaves like a particle, and the square of wave function gives a probability distribution, and its measurement collapse this wave function. When we study these things, we have feelings what's going on. Without when we do not observe, the particle is there. When we observe, the wave function is vanished and collapse. So these things create sublime feelings in our mind, in our thinking. So I express these quantum mechanics process here, quantum mechanics express quantum mechanics here, which produce sublime feeling with us. And I create analogy with Kantian philosophy. And we felt like this. And you have a famous Schrödinger cat paradox, in which you said the cat is alive or dead simultaneously. 50% chance it is alive and 50% chance it is dead. So again, this is most surprising thing for us. So what is conclusion of this? Conclusion is this: like Kantian philosophy, quantum theory is also give us pain and happiness simultaneously when we study it. This is some weird experiment we have studied in quantum mechanics: Niels Bohr on principles, double slit experiment, Wheeler-DeLay choice experiment, Bell's theorems, etc. And these experiments are, when we study these experiments, these create sublime feelings in us. And quantum theory, in my perspectives, in my research, it is like a sublime things. It's not beautiful things. The last thing is question mark, because I discuss one experiment with you like a poetic way, like a philosophical way, which is the biggest mysterious thing in physics, in quantum mechanics, which is we call the entanglement. When we study the entanglement, the same thing happened to us. What is entanglement? You all knows these are the 4 entangled states, which we call a Bell states, and we can prepare these entangled states with the circuits. But what is the understanding of this entanglement? What is entanglement? I want to understand you what entanglement in a more common way, a little humorous, like you can imagine two-person Alice and Bob, two happily married people. They lives in, for example, in Canada, and another couple, John and Anna. They are also happily married couple. They also live in America. From one, Alice moves to USA, where he met with Anna, while John is also away at that time, and John did not see these three of person. He is very far away from that. Bob and Anna becomes entangled with each other, and they forget their respective spouses, and now strongly feel that they are meant to stay a couple forever. So at that moment of time, when they decided to stay a couple forever, Alice and John, they never met each other. They are entangled, and they share things that married people do. So this is entanglement. And now, when you study this is experimentally proof entanglement thing. But when you want to understand this creates a sublime feelings inside us. So I think, so what is my conclusion? Is quantum mechanics is sublime or beautiful? So I think so it is sublime. As Kant says, pain and please simultaneously.